Hi sexies, happy Monday. Wow, today's already off to an amazing start. Woke up early and decided to drive with Julio to go drop off the kids in the morning. I don't usually wake up that early. Goddesses need their sleep, okay? But I was up and I was fired up because you guys inspire me to wake up and legit, when I'm on fire and I'm living in my truth, I'm speaking my truth, I'm on one, I'm excited about life, I jump out of bed. And when I'm tired and trying to make it happen, not listening, not taking time for myself, and you know that whole conversation, I'm exhausted, I'll sleep until noon. Fuck it, I don't have a boss. But when I really realized this last week, and I was listening to a woman who I follow who is super inspirational. She's actually in another network marketing company, but I absolutely love her mission, and she's actually started a business outside of her company now that she's had the success that she's had. She was saying my mission and my purpose is my boss. So don't say that you don't have a boss. You actually, when you don't have a boss and when you work for yourself, you sleep in. And you go to the beach whenever you feel like it, and you are not actively working towards your goals and your dreams that you say that you have, right? It's really easy to say that you have big goals and dreams and then not do them. It's actually really easy. What's easy to do is easy not to do, especially when you really don't have a boss. So my boss is my mission, is my goals, is my dreams, my future family, the future of my family. That's my boss, not me. Heather Cullen won't get shit done. Heather Cullen will go chill and read a book and snuggle and watch a movie and hang out, right? But I am not my boss. My mission and my calling and my purpose that comes out of my heart is my boss. Keep it really real with yourself. And the whole point of this video actually wasn't that message. It was, I legit am my own, I'm not my own boss. I just said that, but I kind of am my own boss. And I made an appointment at the DMV this morning at 9:50, right? Because I was planning on not waking up as early as I did. I was up at 6:30 on one. And I go to the DMV and the line is super long. And I'm like, fuck, I am not trying to stand in that line right now. I do have I have time, but I got shit to do. My vision is my boss. And I didn't have to stand in line. I had an appointment, which I didn't realize that I didn't have to stand in line. So I walk in like a boss. I always get phone calls when I'm doing these videos. And it's oh, that's for non-appointments. So appointments are the other door, which is not marked correctly or very easily to read. Easy to read? I can't even talk. So I go to the other door and I walk in. There's no one in line. There's a long-ass line around the building. I'm like, hi, it's 9:46. Of course I'm rushing to... Christina Ben, stop calling me. Even though I've been up since 6:30. I don't know how to pause this and respond to her. I'm headed to her. Whatever. So, long story fucking longer. I'm in line. It's 9:46. I'm like, okay, I'm here. I made it. I filled out the paperwork and I'm replacing my ID that I can't find. I have no idea where it is. And the move, I lost it somewhere. Great. Not cool at all. And I'm going to turn right here. He's like, oh, do you want to take a photo? I'm like, oh shit, I'm wearing a hat. I didn't do my hair. I barely have any makeup on, whatever. I don't really need makeup when you're healthy. I actually really don't even care that my skin's red or freckly or any of that. Love yourself. So I was like, I had that moment though, and I was like, absolutely want to take the photo. I'm going to try to pause you guys. Did it work? I'm still live. Oh my God, amazing. Okay, so, I was like, okay, cool, no problem. I'll take the photo. I got this. And I go to the bathroom and the mirror's all low. I'm crouched down trying to figure out how to use the mirror. I'm 6'1" and they've made it for a 5'2" person. I guess they can't really jump and use the mirror, but I could squat lower. And I figure it out, get my hair down. I don't really care. It's not done. It's all frizzy, whatever. And I end up taking the photo and I'm so glad I put my crystal on. And these straps are perfect. They wouldn't let me wear my hat. I wish. How awesome would that be if I got to wear my Boss Babe hat in the video? Fuck yeah. But they wouldn't let me. And it was so funny. The guy that checked me in was really awesome and so nice. The guy that took all my information for my new driver's license was having a good Monday, because of course I asked him. And the guy that did the photos was an asshole. And I'm trying to be funny because I'm nervous. not to take a photo. Like, I just like taking selfies. I don't like other people taking photos of me. Like, I want to be in control, obviously. I'm still working on not being a control freak. And he's like just not having it. And he was like cute, like younger, like seemed like he would be really cool. He was being cool with other people, but maybe he just didn't feel like being cool to a boss babe, whatever. So I took the photo and he's like, all right, we're gonna send you the photo. I'm like, okay, thanks. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was nervous. He didn't even laugh, like couldn't even get a smirk. No problem. So I walk out. This thing always falls off while I'm doing videos. So I walk out of there and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go meet up with Mindy. We're gonna go get brunch. And I'm getting in my car. And I always sit in my car and like respond to emails or respond to you guys, like whatever I need to respond to before I start driving. So while I'm driving, I either put my phone away or I put it in my holder, and the only thing I'm doing is like playing music or doing videos where I'm not even looking at you guys. Like, I'm really aware of it. I've gotten a lot better at it. I'm very clear this is a really big topic. So I'm committed to being a leader when it comes to not being on my phone while I'm in the car. Doing videos and being at stoplights is fine. So anyway, so I'm sitting there in my car and someone's honking. I'm like, they're obviously not honking at me. Because my car's not even on. My foot's not on the brake. Like, how do you even see me? And this guy is behind me honking like a maniac at me and like pointing at me. I'm like, oh, you're fucking with the wrong boss babe today, yo. So I just don't even acknowledge him. I look at him and then I like go back to what I'm doing. And then I start doing selfies and Instagram videos about what an a-hole he is. And about how, like, why do you think that it's okay to honk at me incessantly when I'm still parked, haven't even turned my car on, and I'm handling my business before I start driving, right? Comment below if you agree with me. I am all about, like, people getting out of my parking space when I need a parking spot, but I would never sit there and honk at you, especially when your car's not even on yet. I almost, like, I wanted to, like, get out of the car and just, like, smile at him and be like, chill the fuck out, but I also didn't feel like getting in a fight with, like, a fat older man. You could tell he was, like, 5'2" also, and he had an Uber thing on his car. Like, oh, really? Okay. Oh, man, he fired me up. But I just backed up, and I was smiling at him the whole time. You know how I can be. And I'm just smiling, going really slow, like driving like an idiot. He didn't even back up for me to back out. Like, literally, I'm trying to get out of your way, and you're not even getting out of my way. So I was waving at him. I was making it so awkward. Waving, he still wasn't backing up, giving him the thumbs up. Like, can you move so I can go? Like, I can't go. And I have a backup camera, and I can see that I'm actually really close to your car, and I can't go any further. Like, you're welcome that you don't have one of those, but I do, and it's, like, screaming at me right now, so I actually can't back up anymore. Like, I legit was about to lose my shit. And as I'm pulling out, I'm like, Namaste, bitches! Love and light to all the a-holes in the world, because you clearly need to go work out and love yourself, and so do I. But I used to get really mad about stuff like that and, like, hold on to it and, like, let it just rock me for the rest of the day. And today I'm just gonna make a video and share it with you guys and fucking laugh at it, because there's so many people out there that are miserable, and misery loves company, and they just want to, like, fuck you up. And that, you just, like, bubble of white light. I did not meditate this morning. Step number 1, I'm gonna meditate right now when I park. Just 3 minutes of, like, centering myself. 2, just, like, I go like this, like, I clear the energy from around me, and I envision a white bubble of light with, like, fiery edges and, like, pointy darts. That's what mine's gonna look like today. It always looks different. Sometimes there's purple glitter, sometimes there's darts. Don't fuck with me when there's darts. But it's just like, we as women, especially as light workers, especially as open-hearted women, get to energetically protect ourselves from the fucking weirdos. Because they're out there, you guys. I was one of them. Like, I was sending energetic missiles at people before I realized how powerful my energy was, and that I get to be responsible for my energy. So in every moment, in every day, in every interaction, how am I being responsible for my energy? How am I responding versus reacting, right? And how am I raising the vibration of the planet? Because people are in their shit. And life is rough. Like, life is going to throw curveballs at you, because the whole point of our human experience is to learn, to have growth opportunities. Sometimes they're awesome, and sometimes I call them fucking growth opportunities, because they're not awesome, and they're not easy, and they're not supposed to be, because how are you going to get stronger if you're just floating around life riding your unicorn? So I now, when life gets fucking hard, just like lifting heavy, right? It's the same shit. I'm still floating around on my unicorn when it's hard, because you can choose that. You can choose to have that perception and paradigm shift around the growth. Like, it's always a choice to just choose to stay grounded and stay in your truth and speak your truth and be like, fuck, it's so hard right now. And that's like, I always I don't know how to say this. I always use workouts as an analogy because it makes sense to me. Like, if my workout's really easy, I'm not getting stronger. If my workout's really easy, I'm not, like, showing anyone else how strong they can be, right? I'm not inspiring anyone when my workout's really easy. So why would I want my life to be easy? Like, easy is relative. So life is easy. You can have grace and ease inside of motherfucking chaos. It's a choice. And it's not always easy. And that's why it's so important to have a tribe, to have a mentor, to have someone to coach you through it. Do not vomit on your friends. Do not expect your friends to be a therapist, because they're not. You pay people for that shit. People go to school for that. So don't just vomit your drama on everyone. Like, no one cares about your drama. They have enough drama of their own. If you're going to share the lesson that you learned, yes, please share it. But don't come at me or anyone with your drama. Like, share and ask if they have any feedback, or ask if they have any advice. Everyone has an opinion, just like an asshole. But that doesn't mean they're going to give it to you unless you ask for it. Oh, I just got really fired up about that. Serena and I went to lunch yesterday and we were talking about that. It's like, as women, we get to be really clear on how our energy affects